So often, the Sports Hangover touches on mature topics. Discretion is advised.
Welcome to Sports Hangover. We are back.
Yes.
That's Mike. I'm Jeremy. We took a week off, and it's good to be back, Mike.
It's the summertime, Jeremy. Like we said, we're doing a new thing with the show. We take breaks when we want to fucking take breaks.
Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing. We took a break, unannounced break. We just want to take it.
So it's games and guests, and now we're taking breaks. Where's the B in the G and G?
Well, it's summertime. There's not much going on.
B&Es are fun. All right, let's talk about LeBron James because I need to you need to give me some credit. I want to be showered in credit right now.
Okay.
Because I told you 3 weeks ago that LeBron was going to Cleveland. And our guest, Josh Planos, whoever the fuck didn't believe me, and you didn't believe me.
I did not
and
believe
now
you.
LeBron is going to Cleveland, and I deserve some praise.
So, Jeremy, I saw this today that on Twitter, people say there are moving trucks outside of LeBron's house. And today is Wednesday night. What time is it? 4:30 on the West Coast.
Yeah.
There are moving trucks outside LeBron's house. He could just be moving his slew of expensive luxury cars places.
That's misleading. Yeah, he's moving everything to Ohio because he lives in the off-season in Akron, Ohio. So don't read into the moving trucks because he does that every season. Okay. The difference is those cars are never coming back to Miami. That's the difference this off-season.
Okay.
He's going to Cleveland. Think about Miami. Chris Bosh is going to go to Houston. Mm-hmm. He is not the same player he used to be. Dwayne Wade is old. LeBron actually has a better chance to win a championship in Cleveland in the next 3 years in Miami, not with the old guys, but with the young guys like Kyrie Irving.
So is this a move where LeBron immediately starts to win? Because I feel like
they'll be in the NBA Finals this year with LeBron.
Even with the young guys, you still think they make it to the finals? Because I felt like
I do.
All right. I mean,
Kevin Love could be joining him on the Cavaliers. That's the latest rumor. But obviously it's not official yet. It'll become official later tonight, Wednesday night, or Thursday morning. By the time you're watching this, the news should be official that LeBron is joining the Cavs, at least on the Twitterverse official.
Yes.
And I think what's the most important reason he's going back to Cleveland? Pretty obvious, right?
To win.
No.
To go home?
Redemption. It's redemption.
Okay.
He fucked that city over. He turned it on its ass and spanked that baby all the way home.
Yeah.
And he went to Miami in the dirtiest way possible. He even apologized for it at some point, and now he's back.
Is it like it was a bad breakup, and now LeBron's going back and saying like, "Oh, will you take me back?" But they have no choice.
It's a bad breakup of the girl he dated for 10 years, and it's like, I always loved you, and I went to be with the hotter girl, but listen, she was hot for a while. She gave me a lot of orgasms.
She got old.
But now she got old, and I want to go back to you because you're still young and you're still attractive. You're not the prettiest girl in the whole world,
but
I love you. I love you. I've been with you.
Sounds like you've said this before, Jeremy.
Yeah, this is my life, Mike. Yeah, so he's going back, and it's crazy. It's crazy that LeBron rules this league. If you notice, Carmelo hasn't signed anywhere. Bosh hasn't signed. Everyone's waiting for LeBron.
Is Carmelo coming to the Lakers? Is that?
I'm sorry, buddy. That's not happening.
That's not going to happen?
It looks like he's going to go back to New York. I don't know why. New York's not that good.
I mean, he gets the most money.
How about... he get the most money in New York. How about these dominoes? Carmelo stays in New York.
Okay.
Wade goes to Chicago, just as I predicted. Mm-hmm. Bosh goes to space. I predicted that.
Yeah, he did.
He'll really go to Houston. Yeah. What are the Heat going to do? Oh, man.
The Heat are just going to fall apart.
From 60 to 0 like that.
I mean, I don't know what the free agency looks like, but is there anybody else out there that could...
No.
No? Okay.
It's LeBron, Carmelo, Bosh, if you put them up there, and then it's a huge drop-off. Kevin Love available in trade. I think he ends up in Cleveland. It's amazing. LeBron is going back to Cleveland, and I was right. So you like this from the betting perspective.
Oh, yeah.
A couple weeks ago, the Cavaliers were 60-1 to win the NBA Finals. Last week, they went down to 30-1 when rumors started trickling. Now 10-1.
10-1?
10-1. He's not even on the team yet.
Oh, man.
10-1. We should have got it at 60-1 when we did that show 3 weeks ago, and I told you.
We got to jump on stuff like that. But it's hard because then you would have to really spread that money around through a lot of teams and hopefully hit one.
Yeah, but it's fascinating.
That's good, Jeremy. I'm glad you seem very excited about it. All right, what about the World Cup, Jeremy? You just finished watching the game. I wasn't watching it, but I've been betting on it still. Made some money off Germany the other night.
I mean, you've won a lot of money this World Cup.
Yep. It's
very successful.
I won a lot of money.
Just saying, if you're going to kick some of that down south.
No, it's all right. You got to jump on board. You got money on the account.
So it was penalty kicks today
Yes.
in the Argentina-Netherlands game. And a lot of people complain about penalty kicks deciding a game of this caliber, but it was 0-0 for like 3 hours. You can't just do that for that long.
I get it, but I feel like it still is not fair. And I don't really care about the players' health. I paid, like, everybody pays to watch them play. And if you're going to play for 6 hours, you're going to play for 6 hours. And it's fine. Start cramping up. I mean, that's the game.
I mean, if you cramp up and allow a goal, that's fine. I mean, that's a goal. The game is over at that point, so it's okay.
Exactly. So that's
I mean, the penalty kicks for the casual fan, they are interesting, right? We're casual fans.
Yeah, they're interesting, but not if you're betting on the game or hoping for like a real goal, because then you don't really know what to expect in the next game. So is it just because they both had great defense, or do they both have terrible offense? I don't know.
I think today it's pretty clear that both teams had great defense. That's how they got to this point, is playing defense.
Yeah, so so the next game when Argentina plays Germany for the final, who knows what's going to happen? Is Germany that
I'll
much
tell you
better?
what's going to happen.
Okay.
Germany is bringing the offense. They scored 7 goals against Brazil. People say that was the most shocking outcome of a sporting event ever in history.
Ever?
I can't buy into that
Do
because
you know I was like I wasn't even going to watch the game. I turned on the game halfway through. I saw it was 5-0, turned it right back off.
that's it.
That was it. That's all I needed to know.
And it was early on. It was
Yeah,
5.
so I saw it was 5-0. Didn't need to watch it. I knew they were going to win because in soccer, no one ever scores goals.
Nate Silver is a number cruncher. He said that there was a 1 in 4,400 chance that the outcome was 7-1 Germany. That would be that much of a blowout. There's like no chance that's going to happen. That's less than 1%.
Yeah.
Much less than 1%. So it's so unlikely. It's like the biggest blowout in World Cup semifinal history.
And are we still into soccer even though the U.S. is out? Is this something?
Not as much, right? Not nearly as much.
No, I mean I haven't watched the
Be
full.
honest.
I haven't watched the full game since the U.S. has been out.
I mean, I was preaching like everyone else during
Yeah.
the U.S. run that like this is going to be popular. It's going to be a popular sport. And I do still believe that it will be in the long run, but it takes time like anything else.
Of course.
So it's Germany's offense, Argentina's defense. What are you thinking?
I'm saying Germany all the way. They're gonna do it.
All right, I'll go Argentina. You want to make a wager?
What are you giving me odds? Or are we just going like friendly? How about this? If Germany wins, I keep your gambling money, and if they don't, I'll give you cash of that money.
You'll give me my money?
Yeah.
You're going to give me my money.
I give you the cash of that money. So what was this, like a year and a half ago? Jeremy?
It was like 4 months ago.
No,
it was in
was
December,
it?
6 months ago.
Okay, feels really a long time ago. You made a bet on UCF to win something, and you're like,
Fiesta Bowl.
Mike, I'm going to give you $100 to put on this. I'm like,
No.
okay,
$20. But the
20.
odds were crazy.
Yes, you won $100.
I won $100.
So you won $100.
But the account was on some illegal offshore based in Amsterdam, whatever
So
you do.
we couldn't access the money because we needed to reach a certain amount of money to cash out.
I'm not like you. I don't have a gambling addiction. So I don't bet often, and I bet once, and I wanted my money back, and now I can't pull it out till it reaches 500.
So now we'll make another bet. If Argentina wins, I'll give you cash money of your money that's been stuck in it for 4 months, I guess, in the account.
This is like an $80 bet. That's a lot, Mike. I'm gonna get that money somehow. I don't know if I can.
No, it will just stay on the account.
I don't know if I can agree to that right now.
Okay, so we'll have to talk about this.
We'll bet something.
Okay.
Bet like
this is the last show before the game, so we gotta.
We'll tweet it out at TSH Podcast.
Okay, we'll tweet it.
Follow us. If you follow us,
Yes.
I'll know that you watch this, and I'll pay you off with the wager.
Pay me off.
No, pay
Okay.
the Twitter follower off. But honestly, the World Cup is going to be, soccer is going to be more popular than American football in the United States in 20 years. That's what I'm saying. The congregations we saw were incredible. Soldier Field and all these different places. It's moving, but it happens every 4 years. We need something to keep us in more. So
often. Do we have to make some? We like playing against other countries. That's why even when the Olympics come around, we're.
But no one goes to Soldier Field to watch the Olympics on the big screen. To be honest,
no, because we never know when the Olympics are on.
I mean, we all know when they're on.
Well, they're on in like the middle of the night, and they're rebroadcast during the day.
Yeah, and that's a big part of this. This is 1 hour time zone from the East Coast. Russia's going to be 8 or 9 hours from the East Coast, 12 hours for you.
Yeah.
Games will be on at 5 a.m.
Not going to watch them.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. All right, Jeremy. over the weekend, Johnny Manziel was caught partying, had some dollar bills rolled up that looked like he might be doing some illegal substances through his nose. I don't know if you know anything about that, but
Okay. Here's the thing. I've never done that. He was holding a $20 bill, and we could be sued for this. We could be sued for talking about this.
Yeah.
I mean, the people that published the photo, we're not publishing the photo because they're definitely getting sued.
Yeah.
Because it's just reading into things.
Of course.
You could have been tipping. Do you ever tip the bathroom guy $20?
I never roll it up that tight to hand it off. Usually it's like reaching out and like crumbling it up, giving it away.
So I've been very fortunate since I turned 21 years old. I've been to Vegas every year. Once a year, every year since I turned 21. I'm afraid that's going to end this year.
You have a problem. You're not coming this year?
I'm not coming for work. They canceled the tournament. I have to come on my own money. I know. I need to be
So
there.
that means you're not coming at
Probably
all.
not coming. I was getting you a free room in a sweet hotel. So
my favorite one still, the Cosmopolitan. I love that shower.
Cosmo's very sexy.
So nice.
So a friend that shall not be named for many purposes.
Of course.
I witnessed him with a $20 bill in the Bellagio doing cocaine.
What?
Doing cocaine.
A friend of ours.
A friend of ours, mutual friend in Las Vegas.
That.
$20 bill. He went in the bathroom of the Bellagio in the stall and did this and came out. And he did it the same way Manziel was doing it. So I'm not going to say Manziel was doing it. I'm going to say Manziel was probably doing coke. But you wonder why he wasn't more careful. Like maybe he did it in the bathroom stall. No one's watching. Comes out.
Yeah. But I still don't know exactly where the picture was. Was he coming out of a stall? Because
it was like at the sink.
Yeah.
At the sink with the mirror.
But he's just such a public figure. Everybody knows. His face is everywhere, from college football to actually like NFL football. It's a huge spectrum of people that can.
But if you're drunk and high, like you're not in your right frame of mind. That's why we always talk about the handlers. Where's the handlers?
I don't know. He needs handlers.
What do you think? You think he did it?
I definitely think he did it. But then because you know why you do coke? Because that gets out of your system faster than weed. So he's obviously just getting coked up, goes back to work, be like, what are you talking about? You can drug test me. There's nothing in me.
And that's where you do it in Vegas. It's just there's no coke in the picture. Maybe that's his saving grace, right?
True, but the way that dollar bill's rolled up implies that something was being snorted through that.
I mean, at first I was all about his off season. He can do what he wants, but it's like every weekend there's new shit coming out.
Yeah, lots.
It's like a little too much.
Well, he's young. Remember when we were that age, Jeremy? When we were
oh my God.
we were young. We like to go do stuff.
Yeah.
And now we just
I'm gonna be 26 in 2 weeks.
Jeremy. It's all downhill.
What's Manziel? 22?
How many years of college did he do?
3?
3?
He's probably 20, 21.
Yeah.
He's 21. He's drinking all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe he's 22.
Whatever. Oh, talking about college kids, Jameis Winston took out a insurance policy on himself, which really smart idea when I saw it. So it's large disability and loss of value, anywhere between $8 and $10 million insurance coverage.
It's great because he's been a great player. Right now, people say he'd be the number 1 pick in the 2015 draft.
Yeah.
What happens if he plays shitty? Does he get to cash in on this insurance policy? Like, if it's not injury, but he plays like shit?
I don't think he'll play like shit, but this is good that if he does get hurt or something happens, he gets $10 million. It's a payday. And then he still can get drafted to the NFL. Another payday. This is really smart. But it also cost, I think, like $55,000 to do this. So he has to pull out funds from...
But all that is an investment on his future because, hey, he's going to make it one way or the other, right? He's going to make the 8 to 10. So that's fine. Just pull out a loan or whatever.
Yeah, so he pulls out extra student loans.
It's good. I'm attached to Florida State. My brother goes there. I was talking to my dad about this. He says Jameis's father assures people Jameis is going to stay in school 2 more years, and that's bullshit completely. There's no reason for him to stay in school after he has to. We've seen it with Manziel. We've seen it with Andrew Luck.
But wasn't that his first year playing quarterback?
Yeah. He's a baseball player in the past life.
I guess he did play baseball.
Until he got kicked off the team for stealing the lobster.
Also, I don't know if it happened this week, but Warren Sapp tweeted out a bill, and he wrote on it, "Boys don't tip," because he was at a restaurant, and he didn't tip the waitress.
I saw that. So he accused the waitress of acting a certain way or doing something wrong or serving them poorly. There was a reason. Still zero.
It was a $69 bill, so it wasn't that big of a bill, but you should still leave a good tip.
It's not a good look. Similar question for you.
But wasn't he bankrupt?
Warren Sapp?
Yeah.
He's on NFL Network all the time. Those guys get fat TV contracts.
Remember, we talked like last year or something. He was filing for bankruptcy. Like he had to sell off his Jordans or something.
I'm not buying it, though.
What do you mean you're not buying it?
He gets paid every week from NFL Network.
How much do you think he gets
season.
paid? He's not banking on NFL Network.
Honestly, he is banking. He works 2 days a week in the NFL season, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday to prep, he's on Sunday.
Okay.
I bet he's making $20,000 a weekend.
He's making $20,000 a weekend.
But during the season.
But if you're living his life, you're going bankrupt quickly.
So that's 20,000 times 17. I'm not about to do that math, but that's over $1 million, and that's just in 5 months. He can do football camps. He can do speaking engagements. True. He can invest. The man's not poor, and he should be tipping.
Do I have to look this up now?
Look it up. In the meantime, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
You go to a restaurant that normally people would make tips, like a sports bar, say, right? Mm-hmm. And you're just getting to go. You're getting carry out.
Okay.
Do you go? You have to walk in. They're not bringing it out to your car. You walk in. They hand it to you. You pay them. You walk out with your food. Do you tip in that situation?
Do I tip picking up my food?
Yeah.
No, I never tip it though. If I order on the phone and say, "Hey, I'm going to be there in 5 minutes to pick up my food," no tip.
Even if it's a sports bar where the waitress who cashes you out and gives you your food is working off of tips, you know she is.
I still think it's like going through McDonald's. Like I don't tip those guys for handing me food, and they're supposed to make food.
Yeah, I agree with you because I don't, but I know a lot of people do.
I did not enjoy the company of these waiters or waitresses to give them any money. They didn't do anything for me.
No, I believe restaurants should not be based on tips, actually. I believe they should be based on get $10 an hour, $12 an hour, whatever you make, and then I'd tip you if you're exceptional, but I should never have to tip you.
Here we go. September 4th, 2013, Warren Sapp, massive Nike collection sold at bankruptcy auction. He filed Chapter 7 back in 2012, claiming he was...
Maybe that was before NFL Network, though.
He was on NFL Network. He sold 240 pairs of Nikes. Holy crap.
Oh, my God. Why do you have so much? Maybe you just sold them to get rid of them.
Whatever it did. He had to sell them. He got some money. He's poor. He's not
He's
poor.
not.
All
He's
right.
not.
All
He's
right.
not.
What else do I have for you? The Running of the Bulls was this weekend, and author of the book How to Survive the Bulls was gored by bulls.
Dead?
I don't think he's dead, but he got hurt.
So the Running of the Bulls is being broadcast on Esquire Network every day. There's like cameras all along the track, and you can watch people get mauled and everything live. It's pretty exceptional. It's
That's awesome.
It's gory.
Pornhub pleads with users to stop uploading Brazil getting fucked by Germany in the World Cup. People are uploading videos of Germany, not fucking, but like getting fucked by Germany.
By Germans or
No. These are literally soccer clips they're uploading to Pornhub, the porn website.
Yeah.
And Pornhub is getting upset with their users because no one's actually getting fucked. So when people are searching Brazil gets fucked by Germany, soccer games are coming up with the highlights of the game.
That's interesting. What do people have to gain from that? To get views? To get
I think it's just
plays?
like making fun of Brazil, like they're getting fucked, and if you're watching porn and you're from Brazil and you're like searching,
I get it.
It pops up.
Now Pornhub is one of my go-tos, so I hope I don't run into any soccer videos.
Here's one last. This was really random. Okay, if 7 billion people competed in a single elimination rock paper scissors tournament, the winner would only have won 33 times in a row to beat everybody.
Repeat that.
Okay. 7 billion people decided to do rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
The winner of that championship would only have to win 33 times in a row to beat everybody.
So it's just cutting the number in half each time. It's dividing it in half. So you start with 7 billion. and you cut it in half, and then you cut it in half,
I
and
don't
cut it
know
in
what
half.
kind of Jeremy.
And then it
Obviously
goes
somebody
from
did
4
some-
to 2 to 1. I'm just telling you how the math works. You seem blown away by it.
I wasn't blown away, but somebody said it, and I was like, "Wow, it was interesting."
But the first round, you still need 3.5 billion matches to cover everyone because everyone has to play.
Yeah,
And then you go down
Jeremy,
to
I'm not-
1.75.
This is obviously all hypothetical. There's no way 7
Wait,
billion.
is it not real?
No, 7 billion people are all going to play rock paper. We can do it.
You want to do it?
All right, yeah, let's go. Rock paper
All
scissors.
right. Loser.
Loser keeps the money in the account.
I'd rather do that than bet on soccer.
right.
This mic doesn't look great. I've been holding it up. I need to free my hands.
All right, here we go. Rock paper scissors.
All right.
Rock paper scissors. Shoot. Rock paper scissors. Shoot.
Rock
paper scissors. Shoot.
That's bizarre. How do you get 3 in a row?
All right, whatever.
So you need more matches than that. You need
Because
more.
we never accounted for
You gotta
ties.
factor in the ties. You just broke the theory.
There we go.
Good
That's
job.
it. That's the end of the show.
Hey, this was a good show. Nice job with the stories, LeBron.
Pull the mic.
Is this
That's better. That's better.
LeBron's a Cavalier. Kevin Love could be on his way. Chris Bosh is in Houston. And Miami got fucked. So look for that on Pornhub and maybe you'll find something good.
Check us out on Twitter at TSH Podcast, at thesporthangover.com. Everywhere. We'll be tweeting out what our gambling selections will be for the weekend. And that's it. Have a good summer. We'll be back. Hopefully,
We'll be back this summer.
Hopefully next week we'll be
Guessing games. We're going to ramp up with that.
back.
Next
Guessing
week.
games. Guessing games. All right. If we don't get molested or arrested or abused, we'll be back next time.
I thought you were going to forget the time.